Hello everyone, welcome into today's video. Today I am watching The Dark Knight for the very first time, and thank you so much for being here. To any returning viewers, welcome back to the channel, and if you're new to my channel, my name is KL and I watch movies for the first time, react to them, and then dump all of my thoughts and feelings at the very end. I don't have much to say before I press play on today's video. If you did miss my reaction to Batman Begins, feel free to click in the corner here and that will take you to it and you can go get caught up on that. And as always, the full uncut reaction to this and all my other reactions is available as a benefit on my Patreon for just $2 a month. So if that sounds interesting to you, make sure to go check that out. Honestly, keeping the intro short and sweet today, so thank you so much for being here and let's press play. That mask is really creepy. I think the faded clown masks, the ones that are really old, I think those freak me out more than like the fancy clown masks or like more modern ones.
Every guy gets a share. 5 shares is plenty.
6 shares. Don't forget the guy playing the job.
So why do they call him the Joker? I heard he wears makeup.
So these guys are working with the Joker.
All right, everybody, hands up, hands down.
This is a massive bank. Holy cow, crap.
Is it a problem? No, I'm done here.
Uh-oh. I worked at a bank for most of my 20s, and so we were like trained for stuff like this, although it was very rare that anyone would come in with a gun if they wanted to rob a bank. It was usually done very silently, just with a note passed to the teller. They never wanted to make a scene. Thankfully, I never had to deal with robbers myself in my entire career, but annual training, we always had to be prepared. Oh, ho, 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 ho. Nice. This guy's like, I'm not putting up with this shit. Damn. No. Oh no.
Boss told me when the guy was done, I should take him out.
Funny, you told me something similar.
No, no!
What kind of bank just leaves cash like this sitting out?
I'm betting the Joker told you to kill me.
I feel like this guy's the Joker.
That's a lot of money.
Is he gonna kill him too?
Those are the rest of the guys.
Yep. Yeah, this has to be him.
What do you believe in?
I believe whatever doesn't kill you simply makes you stranger.
Knew it. And it's so funny because I could tell just based on the walk and the mannerisms and kind of the voice a little bit. Oh God, what an opening. What's going on here?
I told you my compound would take you places.
Oh, hello, Scarecrow.
And there'd be places you wanted to go.
Good to see you again.
Pity, there's only one of you.
That's not him.
That's more like it.
Look-alike. I was really about to say that didn't look like Christian Bale to me. Oh my God. Yeah. I was thinking in my head, I'm like, Batman doesn't use guns. I'm like, why does he have one? That doesn't make sense. Oh.
Don't let me find you out here again.
What's the difference between you and me?
I'm not wearing hockey pads.
Can we get a minute, people, please?
Him again. Some of the marked bills I gave you.
My detectives have been making drug buys with them for weeks. This bank was another drop from the mob. That makes 5. When the new DA hears about it, he'll want in.
Do you trust him?
It'll be hard to keep him out.
The way he just shows up and disappears is fantastic. Alfred! Yeah, he's not there, Alfred. But you're so sweet for bringing him breakfast anyway. Oh, what are you doing? What is this place? Is this like another one of Batman's areas?
Nice when Wayne Manor's rebuilt.
Okay, yeah. I think I expected Wayne Manor to be rebuilt by the start of this movie.
More copycats last night, Alfred, with guns.
Why don't you hide them and take the weekend off?
Oh my God.
I wasn't exactly.
I'm gonna admire Bruce Wayne's PC setup here right now. Wait, Harvey Dent?
Who Rachel spends her time with is her business.
Maggie Gyllenhaal is Rachel now.
Batman has no limits.
You do, sir.
Well, can't afford to know him.
And what's going to happen on the day that you find out?
We all know how much you like to say, I told you so.
On that day, Master Wayne, even I won't want to.
Harvey, I know these briefs backwards.
Heads, I'll take it. Tailsy's all yours. It's my father's lucky coin. As I recall, it got me my first date with you. I make my own luck. I have a sworn statement from you that this man, Salvatore Maroni, is the new head of our Maroni.
Maroni.
Hostile?
I show you hostile!
Ooh. Damn.
If you want to kill a public servant, Mr. Maroni, I recommend you buy American.
We'll never be able to link the gun to Maroni, so we won't be able to charge him. But the fact that they're trying to kill you means we're getting to them.
I'm glad you're so pleased, Rachel.
Come on, Harvey, you're Gotham's DA. You're not getting shot at. You're not doing your job right.
It's a shame Sal's going to walk. Official policy is to arrest the vigilante known as Batman on sight.
I think you and your friend have found the last game in town and you're trying to hit him where it hurts. You gonna count me in? I'll get you your warrants, but I want your trust.
We all know you're Gotham's White Knight.
White Knight.
I speak for the rest of the board and Mr. Wayne in expressing our own excitement.
I know that Mr. Wayne is curious about how his trust fund gets replenished, but frankly, this is embarrassing.
You worry about the diligence, Mr. Reese. I'll worry about Bruce Wayne. This joint venture was your idea, and the consultants love it. His revenue stream must be off the books. Maybe even illegal. You already knew.
Just needed a closer look at their books.
I love these two so much. I'm really excited about Harvey Dent and this whole relationship with Rachel and how that's gonna go.
Rachel, fancy that.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Bruce, this is Harvey Dent.
Famous Bruce Wayne. Gotham City is proud of an ordinary citizen standing up for what's right.
Gotham needs heroes like you, elected officials, not a man who thinks he is above the law.
Exactly. Who appointed the Batman?
We did. All of us who stood by and let scum take control of our city.
And Rachel's sitting there like, I know who you are.
You either die a hero or you live long enough to see yourself become the villain. Whoever the Batman is, he doesn't want to do this for the rest of his life. How could he? Batman is looking for someone to take up his mantle.
Someone like you, Mr. Dent?
I don't think so. That look they just exchanged was cute. A Maroni meeting.
As you're all aware, one of our deposits was stolen. A relatively small amount, 68 million.
Yeah, relatively small.
Two-bit whack job, wears a cheap purple suit and makeup. He's not the problem, he's a nobody. Problem is, our money being tracked by the cops. So what are you proposing?
Moving all deposits to one secure location. No one can know but me. If the police were to gain leverage over one of you, everyone's money would be at stake. I go to Hong Kong, far from Dent's jurisdiction.
How soon can you move the money?
I already have.
Damn. Uh-oh.
And I thought my jokes were bad. How about a magic trick? I'm gonna make this pencil disappear. It's gone. Batman has shown Gotham your true colors, unfortunately. Dent, he's just the beginning. Batman has no jurisdiction. He'll find him and make him squeal. It's simple. We kill the Batman. You're crazy. I'm not. No, I'm not.
Enough from the clown!
Let's not blow this out of proportion. Why don't you give me a call when you want to start taking things a little more seriously?
He's so great. Ugh. I love that.
You're a hard man to reach. Lau's halfway to Hong Kong. I told you to keep me in the loop.
All that was left in the vaults were marked bills. They knew we were coming. Don't try and cloud the fact that clearly Maroni's got people in your office, Dent.
If I get him to you, can you get him to talk?
How will you get him back, Amy?
He does that.
That will never get old.
What about the flight crew?
South Korean smugglers. They run flights into Pyongyang below radar the whole way. Did you think of an alibi?
Oh, yes.
Oh. I love that Rachel's expression was just like, oh my God.
They say they've just killed the Joker.
They brought the body.
This is not gonna be the Joker at all.
Dead? That's 500.
You want to know how I got these scars?
I'm already preparing to like not look at this.
Me watching. He takes the knife to her, laughing while he does it. Why so serious? Why so serious? Let's put a smile on that face. Why so serious?
For security purposes, I'm gonna have to ask you to check in your mobile.
Our business deal has to be put on hold. You see, we can't afford to be seen to do business with whatever it is you're accused of being. I'm sure a businessman of your stature will understand.
Hey, sir.
I had R&D work it up. Sends out a high-frequency pulse, records the response time for mapping an environment. Mr. Wayne, good luck.
I'm so excited for what's about to happen. Oh, that is so high up. Yo.
I won't give you the money, but I will give you my clients. I handled all their investments. One big pot.
I really like Maggie Gyllenhaal as Rachel more than Katie Holmes. I will say that.
In a RICO case, if you can charge one of the conspirators with a felony, you can charge
all of them with it. That's great. And I'm just curious, with all your clients locked up, what's gonna happen with all that money?
I'll keep him here in the holding cell.
I don't trust them here.
Well, stay.
He was right. You have to fix real problem. Batman.
Ah, boy, looks good on the tube.
You sure you want to embarrass me in front of my friends, Lieutenant?
No, don't worry. They're coming too.
Ooh, let's go.
849 counts of racketeering, 246 counts of fraud,
Wow.
87 counts of conspiracy, murder.
Uh-oh.
Public lecture. That's the only reason that this might fly. But that means it's on you. They're all gonna come after you now. And not just the mob. Because they get anything on you. And those criminals are back on the streets, followed swiftly by you and me.
Jesus fuck. Oh my god, that scared me so bad. Ugh. Will the real Batman please stand up? Damn.
Ryan.
Are you the real Batman?
Symbol. We don't have to be afraid of scum like you.
Yeah, you do, Brian. Batman! You see, this is how crazy Batman's made Gotham. Batman must take off his mask and turn himself in.
Crazy. Also, I just need to comment, Gotham in this movie looks completely different to the previous movie. It feels like a whole different place. It doesn't feel like Gotham to me at all.
A little liquid courage, Mr. Dent?
Outfit's so great.
You've known her whole life.
Oh, not yet.
Any psychotic ex-boyfriends I should be aware of?
Oh, you have no
Oh my god. Does he know about Bruce Wayne and Rachel's, like, past? I feel like he must, but maybe not.
You know, when Rachel first told me that she was dating Harvey Dent, I had one thing to say.
What is he
the guy
doing?
from those god-awful campaign commercials. I believe in Harvey Dent.
Oh my god.
Yeah, nice slogan, Harvey.
Bruce.
And all that he's been doing is our new DA. And you know what? I believe in Harvey Dent.
Okay.
I believe that on his watch, Gotham can feel a little safer. This is the face of Gotham's bright future.
Okay, that turned around nicely, but I was worried when he first started talking. Also, Rachel's dress is beautiful.
You know that day that you once told me about when Gotham would no longer need Batman? It's coming.
You can't ask me to wait for that.
It's happening now. Harvey is that hero. He locked up half of the city's criminals, and he did it without wearing a mask. Gotham needs a hero with a face.
I'm so excited to see what Harvey's gonna do, because I know that Harvey Dent is Two-Face. Two-Faced? Two-Face. So yeah, super excited.
Sorry, sir. We believe the Joker's made a threat against your life.
These are dangerous people, Judge. Take the envelope, get in, open it. It'll tell you where you're headed.
I'm nervous about her.
Sir, the Joker card had traces of your DNA on it.
What's your answer?
Ooh, pressure for Rachel.
I don't have an answer.
Must have left it tissue or glass. Wait!
Oh, did he just drink?
What are you doing?
What is happening? Oh no. Damn it.
We made it.
have one question. Where is Harvey Dent?
Oh, I'm so excited to see Bruce being a boss, unless he's like about to quickly change into Batman. Is it bad that I kind of just want to see Bruce fuck people up? Because I do.
You remind me of my father. I hated my father.
Okay, stop.
Well, hello, beautiful. Well, you look nervous. Is it the scars? Come here. Hey, look at me. So I had a wife. She was beautiful. Who tells me I ought to smile more? The sharks. Hey.
The sound in the background is really unsettling, but I love it.
Can't stand the sight of me.
Little fighting you. I like that. Then you're gonna love me.
Yes, let's go.
Drop the gun. Sure, you just take off your little mask and show us all who you really are. Let her go. Very poor choice of words.
That was very much like the first movie when he was going after Liam Neeson down the mountain.
Let's not do that again.
Targeting me won't get their money back. I knew the mob wouldn't go down without a fight, but this is different. We just need to figure out what he's after.
With respect, Master Wayne, perhaps this is a man you don't fully understand either.
That's a good point.
Some men aren't looking for anything logical, like money. They can't be bought, bullied, reasoned, or negotiated with.
Mm-hmm.
Some men just want to watch the world burn.
Not everyone does it for greed, and Joker is definitely one of those people. Some people just want to terrorize, and they just like the control over people. Oh no.
Patrick Harvey.
I need 10 minutes with the scene before your men contaminate it.
Us contaminated? It's because of you these guys are dead in the
Wow.
Gonna take ballistics off a shattered bullet?
Fingerprints.
Interesting. Okay.
We found his next target. He's put it in tomorrow's paper.
Of course, that mayor.
I'm not sure you made it loud.
I love that they've just become like their own detectives. They've got this fingerprint reader setup thing.
I found some irregularities. Applied Sciences. Whole division of Wayne Enterprises just disappeared overnight.
Oh no.
I went down to the archives and I started pulling some old files. You don't tell me you didn't recognize your baby out there pancaking cop cars on the evening news. What are you building for him now? I want $10 million a year for the rest of my life.
Okay.
Let me get this straight.
Oh, I love his bow tie. I just noticed it.
You think that your client, one of the wealthiest, most powerful men in the world, is secretly a vigilante who spends his nights beating criminals to a pulp with his bare hands?
He's got a point,
And your
even though it's
plan
true.
is to blackmail this person?
He's got a point. Now this guy is realizing just how silly his idea was. That was fantastic. And the smirk on his face is perfect. Oh, look at this. That's fancy.
And there's the thumbprint he left when he pushed the round in the clip.
Wow. Okay. It's very advanced.
Melvin White, 1502 Randolph Apartments.
Ugh, motorbike Bruce. I'm nervous that something's gonna happen at this funeral service, because they have to show up at it, right? That would make sense. Everyone's there. Wow. All right. So I think it's safe to say they have the right address.
They took our guns and uniforms.
Jesus. Oh, sneaky son of a bitch.
Tell me what you know about the Joker.
No.
I'm sorry, Barbara.
You brought this craziness on us. You did. You brought this on.
So I saw James Gordon on the ground, and that was Barbara, his wife, which I know from Gotham, the show. So James Gordon is dead? I feel like we needed more time on that, because I'm sitting here like, wait, did he make it? Do we not have him anymore? What's going on?
You're not safe there.
Oh, this is Gordon's unit.
Gordon's gone, Rachel.
He vouched for these men.
And he's gone.
He is dead.
Joker's named you next.
You can trust Bruce Wayne. Bruce's penthouse is now the safest place in the city.
I feel like we needed way more time with that, with James Gordon dying? Hello? Because I was like legitimately confused.
You wanna play games?
I wouldn't!
That's why I'm not gonna leave it up to me. You wanna tell me about the Joker?
I don't know anything! I don't! You'd leave a man's life to chance?
Not exactly.
His name's Schiff. Thomas. He's a paranoid schizophrenic, former patient at Arkham, the kind of mind the Joker attracts. What do you expect to learn from him?
Damn.
He's gonna kill Rachel.
Your stand against organized crime is the first legitimate ray of light in Gotham in decades. If anyone saw this, everything would be undone. Gotham's in your hands now.
You can't give in.
You can't give in!
I still can't believe Jim Gordon's dead. I'm not okay. I'm also just really sad we won't get more Gary Oldman. Like, what?
He said Batman's gonna turn himself in.
I have no choice.
You honestly think that's gonna keep the Joker from killing people?
It's not.
You once told me that if the day came when I was finished, that we'd be together.
Bruce, don't make me your one hope for a normal life.
Did you mean it?
Yes.
Ooh. 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 I was not expecting a kiss. Hello?
If you turn yourself in, they're not gonna let us be together.
Well, this is not how I was expecting the story to go.
Back to Lucius or Rachel.
Like, they're really packing everything up, aren't they?
But that's the point of Batman. He can be the outcast. He can make the choice that no one else can make.
You can't endure this. Today you get to say I told you so.
I don't want to. But I did bloody tell you.
Oh my god. Alfred, please.
I suppose they're gonna lock me up as well, as your accomplice.
I'm gonna tell them the whole thing was your idea.
Oh man, I have no idea where the rest of this movie is going.
Batman is an outlaw, but that's not why we're demanding he turn himself in. We're doing it because we're scared.
Things are worse than ever. He should turn himself in. Give us
I am the Batman.
Oh, well?
Letting Harvey take the fall for this is not heroic at all. You know him better than anyone. Will you give this to him for me when the time is right?
How would I know?
It's not sealed.
Basically giving him permission to read it. Oh.
This is too dangerous.
Oh, so this is like a big plan then that they have. I get it now.
He's using you as bait. He doesn't even know if he can get the Joker. He's failed so far.
Heads, I go through with it.
This is your life. You can't leave something like that to chance.
I'm not.
You make your own luck.
I had a feeling that it was two heads. Something gonna happen to Dent on the way. Yeah, I think so.
Obstruction ahead! Obstruction ahead!
The suspenseful music that's been throughout this movie leading up to things happening has been so eerie, really well done.
Lock and load!
He's gonna need something a lot bigger to get through this.
Oh, he probably has something bigger. Yep. Nice. That will never get old to me. Damn. I just, oh god. Is his Batmobile like totally destroyed now though? Because it's looking like it.
Sequence initiated.
Okay, rack 'em up. Rack 'em up, rack 'em up. Now there's a Batman.
Finally. Love that.
Come on, I want you to do it. I want you to do it.
What just happened? I feel like I missed something.
We got you, you son of a bitch.
I'm so glad.
Go on. You do like to play things pretty close to the chest.
We got him, Harvey.
Oh, I'm so
Mr.
happy.
Dent, Mr. Dent, how does it feel to be the biggest hero in Gotham?
No, I'm no hero.
Well, that makes sense why there wasn't any focus on his death, because it didn't actually happen. I'm so happy. Oh my God. Oh, I love this shot of him.
Couldn't risk my family's safety.
That's so smart of him.
Clothing is custom, no labels.
Ugh.
Nothing in his pockets but names and lint.
So good.
Tomorrow you take the big job. You don't have any say in the matter. Commissioner Gordon.
Yay! You know, I should have known he wouldn't be dead because I knew of the whole commissioner part, and he wasn't a commissioner.
Actually, this time, I said
I love that. I love that.
Evening, Commissioner.
Harvey Dent never made it home.
Of course not.
What have you done with him?
I was right here. Who did you leave him with?
Where is he?
Depending on the time, he may be in one spot or several.
I'm gonna need a cup of coffee.
Ooh. Oh, hey.
Never start with the head. The victim gets all fuzzy.
You wanted me. Here I am.
I'm excited.
You've changed things forever.
And why do you want to kill me?
What would I do without you? You complete me. See, I'm not a monster. I'm just ahead of the curve.
Wow.
Not you're gonna break your one rule. I'm considering it.
You know, there's only minutes left, so you're gonna have to play my little game if you want to save one of them.
I thought you really were, Dent. The way you threw yourself after her.
Oh boy.
What does Harvey know about you and his little bully?
Damn.
Where are they? Your friend, the district attorney. Or he's blushing bright to be.
Don't worry, I'm gonna tell you where they are.
Both of them.
You'll have to choose. He's at 250 52nd Street, and she's on Avenue X. That's Cicero.
Which one you going after?
Rachel.
I feel like he's given them. Why would he actually give them their addresses? Or maybe he did give them the real addresses and he's just got this set up. Okay, yeah, okay. Of course, Joker would do that. I should have known.
I'm in a warehouse. They got me wired to these oil drums.
I am too. Harvey.
I want it. I want my phone call.
They told me that only one of us was gonna make it. Harvey, what's happening?
Okay. And this is how he becomes Two-Face, isn't it? I think I'm piecing it together a little bit.
Guns are too quick. You can't savor all the little emotions.
What's that?
He's got this all planned out, doesn't he?
I'm gonna have to try and enjoy it even more.
I just want my phone call.
He's calling. That's gonna set off the thing. Oh.
I don't want to live without you, and I do have an answer for you. And my answer is yes.
No! No, not me! Why are you coming for me? Rachel! Rachel!
Harvey, some.
Rachel!
Okay, well, I called this. But, oh my God, Rachel's gone? Rachel has to be gone. That whole building blew up. What is going on in this movie?
The Joker planned to be caught.
Oh, the mastermind. So much just happened.
I'm going to marry Harvey Dent. When I told you that if Gotham no longer needed Batman, we could be together, I meant it. But now I'm sure the day won't come when you no longer need Batman. And if it does, I will be there. But as your friend.
I'm sorry, Harvey.
Damn.
I was meant to inspire good, not madness, not death.
You have inspired good, but you spat in the faces of Gotham's criminals. Rachel believed in what you stood for. Gotham needs you.
She was gonna wait for me, Alfred.
Hmm.
Dent doesn't know.
Hmm. Yeah, you might want to read this.
You can wait.
Oh, he's gonna take it. Damn. So is Bruce ever gonna get to read that letter? Or is Alfred just gonna hang on to it forever?
He says he's waited as long as he can for the Batman to do the right thing.
Oh boy. I'm really excited to see his face. I shouldn't be excited, but kind of excited.
The doctor says you're in agonizing pain, but you won't accept medication. That you're refusing to accept skin grafts.
Remember that name you all had for me when I was at Internal Affairs?
Did they call him Two-Face?
What was it, Gordon?
Say it!
Oh.
Two-Face. Harvey Two-Face.
Why should I hide?
Oh, I want to see it. Wow.
No.
Holy cow, that's so creepy, but so good.
You want him? I can tell you where he'll be this afternoon.
I'm a man of my word.
So much money.
What do you do with all your money?
You see, I'm a guy of simple taste.
What's it?
Yo.
I'm only burning my half.
Joker does not care about money at all, and they all should have known that.
I've had a change of heart. I don't want Mr. Reese spoiling everything, but why should I have all the fun? If Coleman Reese isn't dead in 60 minutes, then I blow up a hospital.
Priority is Gotham General. Wheel everybody out of that place right now.
Ugh, I love Jim Gordon so much.
Will you be wanting the back pot, sir?
Middle of the day, Alfred? Not very subtle.
The Lamborghini then? Much more subtle.
Oh, look at this car. Ugh, he's so good looking. I can't.
Okay, so what now?
Great. There's always someone. Watch out. Sick.
Man, we're gonna have to move him now.
I love how he couldn't tell it was him until the mask came off. That's funny.
I don't want there to be any hard feelings between us, Harvey.
Your man, your plan.
Do I really look like a guy with a plan?
You do.
I'm not a schemer. When I say that you and your girlfriend was nothing personal, you know that I'm telling the truth.
I'm gonna need your weapon.
Why? Because my wife's in the hospital.
Nervous.
I just did what I do best. I took your little plan and I turned it on itself. Nobody panics when things go according to plan. But when I say that one little old mare will die, well, then everyone loses their minds. Introduce a little anarchy. Upset the established order, and everything becomes chaos. I'm an agent of chaos.
You live. You die.
Now we're talking.
Mr. Reese?
I love that he's using hand sanitizer.
It's Mr. Wayne, isn't it? That's a very brave thing you did.
Trying to catch the light?
Well, you weren't protecting the van.
Why? Who's in it? You know, you think I should go to the hospital?
You don't watch a whole lot of news, do you, Mr. Wayne?
This is beautiful, though. This might be my favorite shot of the entire movie so far. Oh, what a guy. Jesus. So, is Harvey dead, or did he get out somehow before all that happened?
I'm Mike Engel for Gotham Tonight. What does it take to make you people want to join in?
Security is showing a break-in at the R&D department.
Oh, no.
Hello.
Damn, I thought you was dead.
Half.
All right, well, good to know he's still alive.
Are you telling me that you're gonna protect the other traitor in Gordon's unit?
I don't know. He never told me.
Beautiful.
Unethical. Turn every cell phone in Gotham into a microphone.
Oh, that's what this is. I was really confused about what we were looking at.
With half the city feeding you sonar, you can image all of Gotham. This is wrong. This is too much power for one person.
That's why I gave it to you. Only you can use it.
Spying on 30 million people isn't
Damn.
part of my job description. I'll help you this one time, but consider this my resignation. As
Oh,
long
boy.
as this machine...
Which leaves the ferries with 30,000 ready to board.
The men you intend put away, those aren't people I'm worried about.
You should be. Whatever the Joker's planning, it's a good bet that Harvey's prisoners might be involved.
So where is Harvey?
We haven't found him.
Don't stop for lights, cops, nothing.
Going to join your wife? You ever imagine what it would be like to listen to her die?
Look, take it up with the Joker.
I want whoever let him off the leash. Who picked up Rachel? Must have been someone she trusted.
It was Ramirez.
You're a lucky man. He's not.
Who?
Your driver.
Oh my god. Oh, this isn't good.
Right, get on the radio. Tell them we'll come back and pick them up once we dump the scumbags.
Imagine saving scumbags before innocent civilians. No.
Captain, 100 barrels down there
Oh my
rigged to blow.
god. This is not good.
Oh my god.
Why would you pick it up?
Tonight, you're all going to be a part of a social experiment. Each of you has a remote. Blow up the other boat.
West.
I feel like Fox will come around to this whole idea of Batman doing what he did.
At midnight, I blow you all up. If, however, one of you presses the button, I'll let that boat live. Who's it gonna be? Harvey Dent's most wanted scumbag collection, or the sweet and innocent civilians?
We ought to talk this over at least.
You're not going to talk about this.
Hello, Barbara. It's Anna Ramirez. Jim needs you to pack up and put the kids in the car right away. And you'll have to move fast. Where am I supposed to take them? 250 52nd Street.
250 52nd Street. Wasn't that address already used? Wasn't that where he was?
I didn't
You
know
didn't know
what
they were gonna do? You're the second cop to say that to me.
Harvey's transformation is so good. Probably my favorite thing about this movie. Followed very closely by just Joker and everything Joker.
It's a shooting gallery. Why would he choose a spot with such big windows?
Let's do it.
It's not that simple. With a Joker, it never is.
No, he knows. Joker thinks of everything. So, like, there's a reason he's in the building he's in right now.
Folks on this piece of paper. There's no time! We have clear shot!
Jim, don't.
I have to save Dent! Hello?
Jim, we're in trouble!
It's like clowns and hostages on 2 floors.
I love this.
He has the kids!
Hello, Jim.
Fox, the SWATs are targeting the wrong people.
They're waiting to ambush the SWAT team coming up the elevator.
Tally is 140 against 396-4.
I bet the button, the detonator, is for their own boat and not the other boat. That's my guess anyway.
Keep your hands in the air! Step away from the edge!
Oh.
Oh, you made it. I'm so thrilled.
Where's the detonator?
Don't get hurt!
I know these dogs are bad, but ugh. I don't like this guy.
You don't want to die, but you don't know how to take a life.
Fine. I'll do it. Those men on that boat, they made their choices. It doesn't make any sense for us to have to die too.
I'm worried that it's just gonna blow up their own. Oh no, 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 oh no.
Give it to me. You can tell them I took it by force. And I do what you should have did 10 minutes ago.
Oh heck. I wasn't expecting that.
There won't be any fireworks.
It's gonna blow themselves up. Okay.
What were you trying to prove? That deep down, everyone's as ugly as you. Can't rely on anyone.
No, 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 no.
That's okay.
No.
Speaking of which, you know how I got these scars?
No, but I know how you got these.
You truly are incorruptible, aren't you? I think you and I are destined to do this forever.
This city just showed you that it's full of people ready to believe in good.
You need an ace in the hole. Mine's Harvey.
What did you do?
I took Gotham's White Knight and I brought him down to our level.
Oh, I'm nervous about this.
This is where they brought her, Gordon. After your men handed her over.
I know I was here, trying to save her.
But you didn't.
I was trying to fight the mob!
You wouldn't dare try to justify yourself if you knew what I'd lost. Have you ever had to talk to the person you love most? Tell them it's gonna be all right when you know it's not. You're about to know what that feels like, Gordon.
Please, Harvey. Please. Damn it, will you stop pointing that gun at my family?
We have a winner.
No, Jim, stop it!
Harvey!
Don't let
Harvey! I'm sorry for everything!
You brought your cops?
All they know is there's a situation. They don't know who or what. They're just creating a perimeter.
There is no escape from this.
You don't want to hurt the boy, Harvey.
It's not about what I want. It's about what's fair! The world is cruel, and the only morality in a cruel world is chance.
What happened to Rachel wasn't chance. We decided to act. We three.
Then why was it me who was the only one who lost everything?
It wasn't.
The Joker chose me!
Because you were the best of us. He wanted to prove that even someone as good as you could fall.
And he was right.
You're the one pointing the gun, Harvey. Point it at the people responsible.
You first. My turn.
Rachel's death was my fault. Please punish me.
I'm about to. Tell your boy it's gonna be all right, Gordon. Lie. Like I lied.
It's going to be all right, son.
Ooh.
Daddy, is he okay?
Thank you.
You don't have to thank me.
Yes, I do.
Is every movie gonna end with him thanking him?
The Joker won. Every chance you gave us of fixing our city dies with Harvey's reputation. The Joker took the best of us and tore him down. People will lose hope.
They won't. They must never know what he did. Gotham needs its true hero. You either die a hero, or you live long enough to see yourself become the villain. I can do those things because I'm not a hero. Not like Dent. I killed those people. I'm whatever Gotham needs me to be.
A hero. Not the hero we deserved, but the hero we needed. I'll hunt you.
You'll hunt me.
Oh man. I understand this ending, but
Truth isn't good enough.
oh, and he's burning this so that he never reads it.
Why is he running, Dad?
Because we have to chase him. Okay, we're going in!
What a plan.
Do anything wrong.
Because he's the hero Gotham deserves, but not the one it needs right now. He's a silent guardian, a watchful protector, a dark knight.
Oh, what an ending. Oh, that was really, really good. Stick around for full thoughts and feelings at the end of this video. All right, so that was The Dark Knight, and as always, gonna go over just some general overall thoughts about certain things and then really dive into the characters and the casting, which is always the meat of what I like to talk about. So with that, I really enjoyed this movie. This was another solid 4.5 stars out of 5. At this moment, I can't say whether I liked it more than Batman Begins. I think right now the two are tied for me. Let me rewatch both of them a second or maybe even third time, and then I'll probably figure out which one squeaks ahead as my favorite, but I enjoyed this one just as much as I enjoyed Batman Begins. Two incredibly solid movies, really enjoyed them both, and this one was really, really good. I totally understand why this movie is considered one of the best of the 2000s, if not one of the best of all time. I really enjoyed the story in this one. It was so awesome seeing things be so chaotic, and I also really appreciate that there was much less fighting in this one. I like fight scenes, don't get me wrong, but I prefer a good story and really good dialogue scenes over fighting any day. I really also appreciate the confusion that I felt at times in this movie, more specifically with Gordon's faked death. Oh my God, that completely threw me. And I also appreciate that I felt very icky with scenes with the Joker in them, specifically where he held a knife up to people's mouths. Ugh, that one, those scenes just got like under my skin, gave me the creeps, did not feel very good, but I also like when I don't feel good. I also really like that this movie didn't end on a happy note. I always enjoy when movies don't end on a perfect happily ever after, and I really enjoy how this movie ended. I felt that this movie wrapped up the current story again in a really good and neat and tidy way, and also set up the next movie perfectly. So just like how Batman Begins did that, I really like that it did that for this movie as well, and it just makes me so excited to get to the last movie to completely close out this trilogy and this story. I really like that Harvey Dent's image was left intact as like the hero of the city, the good guy, the great district attorney. And I find it interesting that Batman was set up to be the bad guy and that Gordon was like playing along with it. I think that is really good for going into the next movie. I'm so excited to see what's to come. It's going to be so good. I know it will be. One of my favorite scenes in the entire movie was the ferry scene. I really like when there are moral dilemmas like that between a group of people or multiple groups of people. I like when there isn't an option that feels good to make. And I just really loved how the movie put that so in your face. I think that the whole ferry scene and dilemma was just really well done. The visuals in this movie were wonderful. The camera angles and the shots, the practical and the special effects. Harvey's face when it got burned was incredibly creepy, and I was not expecting it to look the way it did. I honestly just expected the skin to be burned. I was not expecting to see like a whole ass eyeball. I was not expecting to see his teeth and veins and everything in the face. Oh, that was just so well done. So well done. Really good special effects there. I will say I don't like how Gotham was like city-wise in this movie. I do prefer how it was in Batman Begins, and I still prefer how it was done in the TV show Gotham. I did not feel like the city in this movie was Gotham at all. It just felt like Chicago or like some kind of city like that, and that's, I don't know, there was just no uniqueness to it that made me feel like it was Gotham. Once again, the score was amazing, and the sound in general just added so much to this movie. I really loved all the scenes where the music was making you anticipate and prepare for what was coming. That buildup just constantly put me on edge and made me like brace myself for what was coming, and I usually for the most part didn't know what was coming, so it was like just sitting here patiently like waiting. And I really enjoyed that so much. All right, time to dive into the characters and the casting. Here we go. My favorite character is not who you probably think I was gonna say, which is Joker. Joker's number 2, but my number 1 favorite character was Harvey Dent, Two-Face, and Aaron Eckhart's portrayal of him. I absolutely loved the character arc for him. I loved seeing him go from like a wonderful district attorney, a good boyfriend to Rachel, just this overall good guy, to Two-Faced, to just completely being this like murderous psychopath and kind of falling into the same level that Joker is in. I genuinely liked every single scene he was in from the very beginning to the very end, but especially once he became Two-Face. Yeah, every time he was on screen, every single thing he said, I just was very invested and interested and intrigued, and I just really enjoyed it all. To me, he felt super creepy, super scary, just someone that I would not want to ever cross paths with. The scene that stands out for me the most is the scene with him and Joker in the hospital. A++ scene, loved all of that. So so good. With his death, I am a bit sad that that means we won't get him in the next movie, but I think that his performance and how much he was in this movie just was enough. It was good. All right, second favorite character is obviously Joker, and Heath Ledger's performance as him. I totally understand now why everyone and their moms have completely praised Heath Ledger as Joker and why so many people go, Heath Ledger is the only Joker that exists. I totally get it. Every single moment he was on screen was just freaking incredible. I will say that at times this movie definitely felt like the Joker movie instead of a Batman movie. The delivery of the lines, the makeup, the body language, the personality. I know that Heath Ledger put a ton of work into Joker and it completely paid off, and he is just so deserving of every single award and like just everything. It was so good. My attention was just hooked with every single scene, and every single scene was great. I loved, still my favorite shot in the entire movie is that scene where he was walking away from the hospital and it was just blowing up behind him and he's just in that like nurse's outfit with the wig. I just love that so much. It was so good. With Joker the character, I will say that it's tough to like fully understand why someone would go through all of this for seemingly no reason, and then I have to remind myself that like he is a psychopath and there is no rhyme or reason to what he does. He just does it for fun, to feel good. Money doesn't drive him. He just wants to be chaotic and he just wants to fuck shit up just to fuck shit up, and that's it, and that gives him joy. And yeah, he just does. Heath Ledger just did a really great job of portraying someone like that just doesn't have any external motivators, just gets a high from being the way that he is. Christian Bale as Batman and Bruce was enjoyable, just as enjoyable as in the last movie. I do think I prefer him in the last movie though, overall, and I think the only reason for that is just because Aaron as Harvey Dent and Two-Face and Heath as Joker was just, those two were just so good for me that it just makes me prefer how Batman was in the last movie. I really love that we had more Batman voice in this one, and to me it felt like it sounded better than it did in the last movie. And I also really liked the change of location for like the Batman behind the scenes stuff. Like I know that Wayne Manor is being rebuilt, but I actually really like that like underground bunker thing that him and Alfred were in with like all of the PCs and the screens, and I don't know, it felt cool. I really liked it. James Gordon, I loved him in this movie. Genuinely did not see the whole twist of him not actually dying coming. Like you guys saw it, but I was like genuinely sad. I went through so many stages of feelings with that. First I was shocked, and then I was sad, and then came like immense relief when it was discovered that he wasn't actually dead. It was a roller coaster, okay? Roller coaster. Definitely one of my favorite parts about the entire movie was just that whole thing. I maybe should have known that he wouldn't have actually died, but I mean, I shouldn't expect anything with these movies. I should expect that anything can happen. So I genuinely believed he was dead. And then I was really upset at Nolan for like not focusing on that at all. But then, yeah, then when it was revealed he was actually alive, then it all made sense in the end. But still, I also love that we got way more action out of Gordon in this movie. It was so fun seeing him get like really involved in everything and just being like that epic cop, and then of course becoming commissioner. So good. Also rest in peace, Commissioner Loeb. The final scene with Gordon's family being captured by Harvey Dent was really well done, and I just really liked all of that interaction and how that scene was set up and the dialogue that happened in it. It was all really good. Genuinely can't wait to see him in the next movie and his interactions with Batman and how the story continues to go with those two. Alfred and Lucius were wonderful in this movie. I'm a little bit sad that we didn't get as much of them in this movie as we did the last one, but I think in order for that to have happened, we would have had less of Harvey Dent and Joker, and that just would not have been okay. So I'm okay with their appearances being a little bit fewer and farther between in this particular movie, but as always, Morgan Freeman and Michael Caine did a great job. So I had been told that Rachel had been recast for this movie. Please be mindful of what you're commenting in my YouTube comments. Setting expectation spoilers or telling me about recasts and stuff is not always appreciated, because I don't look up the cast before I start a movie, because you do get spoilers that way sometimes. So just be mindful of what you're telling me. But I had been told that Rachel had been recast, so I was expecting Maggie Gyllenhaal to appear and be Rachel. Honestly, I prefer Maggie Gyllenhaal as Rachel over Katie Holmes. For me, she felt a lot more spunky, and just her personality was a little bit just more there for me compared to how she was in Batman Begins. I do think they portrayed Rachel very differently though, and Rachel definitely felt like two different people like between Batman Begins and this movie, which for continuity purposes is probably not super ideal. However, we could also say, okay, well, some time has passed between the two movies movies, I think. Rachel is now with this Harvey Dent guy, and, you know, maybe him and her being together just brought her out of a shell a little bit more. So it's not like a super unrealistic personality change, but there definitely is one. And for me, I think I do prefer Maggie's Rachel over Katie's Rachel. I am a little bit sad that she ended up dying, but it had to happen for the story. I will say that I didn't realize that Joker had like tricked Batman. I genuinely thought that Batman had decided to go for Dent instead of Rachel, and that kind of confused me. But then when I read the plot over, because when a movie ends, I always just give the plot a read over just to make sure that I didn't miss anything, or maybe to clarify something that I didn't quite understand. So yeah, reading the plot over, I didn't realize that Batman had meant to go to Rachel like he said he was, but then ended up going to Dent on accident. When he arrived at Dent's location, I thought that that was intentional. Glad that that was confirmed for me. I don't know how I feel about the fact that Bruce Wayne was not able to read Rachel's note for him. I don't know how I feel about Alfred hiding it from him and then burning it without him reading it. Maybe the next movie will clarify for me how I feel about that. Guess we'll find out. Maroni and Lau were okay. I didn't find either of them particularly interesting for me. I know that they were needed to fulfill just story stuff and be there as part of the overall story, but neither of them were really memorable for me and didn't really play a huge role in my opinion. So yeah, just kind of feel a little bit meh about that. And lastly, I have an honorable mention to make. Honorable mention goes to the thug that Harvey confronted and pointed his gun at. The one that I said looks creepy with the black hair and the kind of creepy looking face. I knew the actor looked familiar, and turns out he played a brief but memorable evil character in the TV show Gotham. That's where I recognized him from. Had to look that up when the movie was over. I think it's super cool when actors play different roles in the same franchise, universe, but like in different parts of it. Like I know Gotham and the Dark Knight trilogy and like other Batman media, I know that it's not connected on the same timeline, but it's still like the same franchise in the same world. So I think it's really cool when the same people come back and play different roles. I think that's awesome that he played this character in the Dark Knight first and then played a character in Gotham. Love that. Overall, I think that's all I have to say about the Dark Knight. As for predictions about what's to come, I honestly have no idea, genuinely. I love that in all of these movies, I haven't really been able to tell what's coming on like a general sense. Obviously, I'm able to predict a handful of things immediately before they happen, but I find that those are very specific things. I genuinely don't know where the overall story is going or what's coming, and I love that. So please be mindful of what you're leaving in the comments about The Dark Knight Rises. Based on the title of the movie that's coming up, I have a feeling that Batman's gonna go from the hunted to the hero, just based on the title and based on like the fact that he's kind of gone from the hero to the hunted now. And I think the next movie is then gonna go in reverse. But as for like the story, how that's gonna happen, what's gonna happen, what villains are gonna be in the movie, I have no idea. I don't know what's coming, but I'm excited to find out. So with that, thank you so much for watching this reaction today. I really appreciate you being here. To everyone who is supporting me on Patreon, thank you so much for doing so, and I hope you enjoy the uncut reaction of this movie. If you want to subscribe to the YouTube channel and you're not already, please click here. And if you would like to keep watching, please click over here. Until then, we'll see you all in the next reaction video, and have a great rest of your day.